How are you? Queen Josephine, how are you? Grand Rising, if you are able to
Doing
keep your
great.
cameras on, please do. Queen Christina, how are you? Queen Prism, how are you? Grand Rising, everybody. How is everybody doing today? How are y'all feeling today? I'm loving the smiles. I
Good.
absolutely
How are
love it.
you?
Queen Jerry, how are you? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Listen. Yesterday, right? I want to welcome you back. This is day two for you. Day two. I want you to put day two in the chat. Yesterday was all about giving yourself permission. And I hope that you truly took the time out to really think about what you was giving yourself permission for yesterday. And if you don't mind, I would love for y'all to take 1 second out right now and just drop in the chat. What did you truly decide to give yourself permission for as of yesterday? Because this is all about the mindset shift. We have to shift and look at things differently. Again, nothing can stop you but you. You heard what the King ET just said, right? Nothing can stop you but you. And nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, is average about anybody in here. It's just about shifting our mindset. It's truly about deciding to prioritize you. So, what have you decided to give yourself permission for now that we are starting this 5 day challenge? Because we have to start moving differently. We have to start thinking differently. So, we know most of us are on the last of the totem pole. We're doing everything for everybody else but us. But when you take the time out to say, you know what, this time I'm going to give myself permission to prioritize me. This time I'm going to give myself permission to invest in me. This time I'm going to give myself permission to see my greatness, right? You are giving yourself permission to do something different in order to have something different. I'm loving the answers that I'm seeing in here. But you know what's even more important? Right after giving yourself permission, we got to move with speed. We got to do it expeditiously. Put moving with speed in the chat, especially in today's time. Y'all see what's going on out there. Y'all see it, right? It's nothing to be played with. But your life and your legacy is nothing to be played with either. Your business, we standing on our business. And so we can't really concern ourselves about what's going on the outside. We handling our business on the inside, right? Put I'm standing on business in the chat. And so when you come in here all this week, we starting off with making sure that our mindset is exactly where it needs to be. Because we could get all the information that we need to, as far as the actionable steps, as far as setting everything up. But if your mindset doesn't change in the process, I promise you, you won't get far. And if you ever get to the bag, you're not going to be able to keep the bag because you're still operating with an old mindset. But we done with that. We're done with that. You are here this beautiful AM. And so on that note, it's only one king that I truly entrust this mindset to every morning. Okay. It's only one. Tell me, put one word in the chat. How was yesterday morning for you all? How was yesterday morning for you? Put one word in the chat. That's awesome. Oh, them breakthroughs inspiring. I love it. Great. And so also, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Grateful. Yes. Motivational, intriguing. I love it. And so I want y'all to do me one favor. When I start talking about this king in all caps, because it's never anything small about them, in all caps, I need you to drop that word mindset. And it got to be big because everything we doing is big. In all caps, I need everybody in here right now to run it up. Mindset, because that's what this is all about. And I promise you, everything that you want in your life, everything that you want in your life, it starts and it ends with the proper mindset. And so his birth name is Sean Crumay, but many of us call him Coach Crew. Many of us call him King Crew, but we love the 2 comma crew because most of us are looking to get to that 2 comma status, right? So why not follow the leader? Keep dropping that mindset in all caps for me. I need everybody to come off mute and pour the love into this king because he's about to pour some right back into you. I want everybody to come off mute and let's welcome our mindset with this beautiful AM because we about to get this mindset together, y'all. I'm off mute. Let it
Love you. Come
Welcome.
on
Hey,
through,
hey,
Mike.
hey.
Welcome.
Hey, hey.
welcome.
All right, all right.
Good
Everyone,
morning.
good
Good
Welcome.
morning.
morning.
Welcome.
Good
Good
morning.
Getting
morning.
ready
Good
to
morning.
let some gems drop today.
Now,
All right.
That's
Morning.
right, boo.
We
Hey,
ready,
coming
boo?
through.
All right. Yes.
Welcome. Mindset. We ready for you. Welcome.
Ready, ready,
Come
ready.
on. Come
Welcome,
on. Come
welcome.
Let's
on.
go.
Come
Let's
on.
get it.
Oh.
Let's go.
All right.
Where you at, mindset? We know you.
Welcome.
Keep it going.
Come
Let's
on, don't be
let's
shy.
get
Don't be
lit.
shy.
Come
Let's
on
go.
through. I
Welcome.
don't hear your
All
voice
right,
yet.
gang.
Get it
All
up.
right now.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Hello,
Let's go.
Mama.
Let's go. Let's
Ready.
go.
Get
Good
it.
morning.
Motivation.
Good
Let's
morning.
go.
Good
Yes.
morning.
Now I'm
Bring it
Ready
up.
to
ready.
Hype it up.
go.
Hype it up.
Come
Bring
on,
it
give
up.
them
Get
a
ready.
ready.
Let's
I'm
go,
excited. I'm ready to
mindset.
go.
Two
Freedom.
Mama crew. Let's
Bring it, bring
go.
it.
Geez, you made this.
Imagine if I took a stance now. If I said, what's my penalty for inactivity? You gotta give yourself a penalty for inactivity. Like, if I do not show up, what's the consequences for my choices? For me, I had to make sure that I stood on business. What is that? What is the business that I need to stand on? I need to stand on my transformation. If I said I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it. That's my integrity. I have to stand in my integrity. Right? But how could I become smarter, better, faster, stronger? How could I just get better? How can I make things attractive? How can I attract things? How can I become the most attractive character and build these beautiful experiences? I have to be willing to create these relationships. I have to be willing to see it from a greater perspective, because my perspective gives me direction. I don't want this to just be about me, because if I talk about me, I'm talking about Max and everything. I know whoever's watching this, whoever's listening to this, you are the best of the best. You are the top of the top, the cream of the crop. Whoever's listening to this, you are amazing. Don't let anybody tell you different. Whoever's listening to this is your chance to glow up. Whoever has your attention has your ascension. And if I can have your attention, please, I want you to stand up. I want you to clap it up. I want you to snap it up. I want you to make so much noise, because your next level is loading.
Let's go. I know I got the best of the best in the building. Let me know what's going on. Put the trophy emoji in the chat if you're ready to go to that next level. Put the trophy emoji in the chat if you are ready to go to that next level. Somebody let me know. If you are ready to go to that next level, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Hold on. I gotta see my people. If yesterday was powerful, let us know in the chat. When I call your name out, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Let's see who we have in the building. Shout out to the team. Thank you, Sunshine, the leadership director, program advisor. We appreciate you 100%. Listen, you could be anywhere, but you are right here. You could be anywhere, but you are right here. Look, don't get me hyped in here. I'll get started right now. I'll get started right now. I'll get hyped right now. Let me see who's in the building. Let me see who's in the building right now, because once again, this is a blessing. You taking your life and investing into yourself is something we don't take lightly. We hold that highly. Somebody put high in the chat, because we're no longer working harder. We're only working higher. But let me see who we have in the building. Let me see who we have in the building. Elton, what's going on, Elton? Put the trophy emoji in the chat. Put the trophy emoji in the chat. Lisa, what's going on? Lisa, front and center. I want to see your cameras on. If you don't have your camera on, you know, you could do what you want, but as your instructor, as your mentor for today, as your business pastor, that's what some people be calling me. I don't know why they do it. But listen, I'm here to help you grow. I'm here to help you be the best version of yourself. And if you're hiding behind the camera, you can't be the best version of yourself. We're here to become business owners, but most importantly, better human beings. So if you are hiding behind the camera, guess what? We can't serve you. If you're a business owner and you want to go to the bank and you want to get funded, you can't pull up with your mask on. I'm sorry. So put the camera on. Let's get it going. What's going on? Sapia, how we feeling? How we feeling? What's happening? Who else do we have? Who else do we have? Who else do we have? Aisha, what's going on? Alma, what's going on? Angel, what's going on? Angela, that's my mom's name. So anybody whose name's Angela, you're an angel in my mind. Okay. What's going on? April, how we feeling? Ashley, Barb, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Put the trophy emoji in the chat. I want to get it going. Listen, if I didn't call your name out, it doesn't mean that you're not special. You are special. It's just time constraints. Due to time constraints, I'm not able to call everyone's name out. So at this moment, I want you to call your own name out. At this moment, I want you to snap it up and clap it up for you. You did that. You could be anywhere, but you are here and you did that. So, all right, cool. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, yesterday we spoke about giving yourself permission, and then we broke down the financial fundamentals. For those of you who may not know me, it's probably your first time seeing me. My name is Sean Crewmay, also known as Mindset Mogul. People call me Two Comma Crew. I'm here to help six-figure, seven-figure business owners retain their clients, grow their community, but most importantly, create the company culture. Somebody put culture in the chat. Somebody put culture in the chat. What I do is I establish culture. Some people call me cult leader. They get on the cult. You're just a cult leader. You got everybody putting stuff in the chat. You got people screaming for you. What's going on? Well, what's going on? They know what's happening. The next level is loaded. You understand? Somebody put next level in the chat. The next level is loaded. I'm sorry. If you on the outside looking in, come on, come in here. Some room for you too. Yeah, I might be the cult leader. I'm the leader of the culture. Understand? So I really want to put you in perspective, right? The idea is, hold on. Let's keep everybody on mute. Sunshine, do the mute with no don't allow everybody to unmute. Thank you. I need my flow to keep going. All right. I need it to keep going. No disrespect. She looking at me like, damn, I'm bad. Yeah, you good. So the idea is for us to go to a next level. I say this at the end of events, but I want to say it in the beginning. You may not be where you want to be, but you're right where you need to be because you're not where you used to be. Somebody put a trophy in the chat. Somebody put mindset in the chat if that's you. Let me know in the chat if that's you. All right, so what I want to do right now, where I want to get everyone's thoughts. Obviously not going to be able to take everybody, but I want to at least get your thoughts. What are you giving yourself permission to do? Let me know in the chat. Before I go to the whiteboard, before I do anything, we're going to do a guided meditation. Today's segment is really about moving with speed. So I want you to understand to move with speed, but we must have a intention behind it, okay? So must be intention behind it. Let me know in the chat. What are you giving yourself permission to do? I'm gonna be looking at all my devices to make sure what's going on. I'm checking on y'all, seeing y'all paying attention, things like that. But I want to know. Raise your virtual hand if you want to come up and share. I'm gonna let you know right now. We are going to do a guided meditation. Sometimes when we share, it's going to be vulnerable, but I want you to know that this is a safe space. I want you to know that you can share, you can be open and vulnerable, and just be yourself, because that is what it's going to take for you to get to another level. Being you, authentically you. Do we have anybody, Sunshine? I don't see anybody yet. I don't see anybody with their hands up. Let me make this known. Let me make this very known. This is not pressure or anything, but you must be the most active participant in your life. Remember we talked about yesterday being the MVP, most valuable participant? When you're doing that, when you're showing up, whether you're scared or not, what happens is you start to get the roadmap of how success is. So there's no sort of failure. There's only first attempts in learning, right? So this is where this comes from. Don't be afraid to raise your hand. You might not even get called on. Some of y'all gonna be like, yeah, he ain't called on me today. Okay, I understand. But Sunshine, help me navigate. Let's bring Sunshine on the screen. Help me navigate while I do this, please. Oh, wait, you're going to be in the background, right? That's right. I apologize. You don't have to come on the screen. But let me get the first person, please.
King Brian. King Brian, come talk to us, King. Hold on. Hit the unmute.
All right, good morning, everyone. I've made a decision to put myself first and not being selfish, but I need to put myself first so that I can leave a legacy for the rest of my family. So it may sound selfish, but I'm gonna do me first so I can take care of everybody else. I can take everybody else in the short term, but I gotta put myself first to make that legacy last.
Yeah, I understand that. So let me know in the chat, everybody, if you relate to what Brian is saying. I want you to put Yana in the chat. YANA. You are not alone. Anytime you relate to someone, put Yana in the chat. So Brian, I want us to have clarity. Is it cool that we teach at the same time, y'all? Like we're gonna have fun. We're gonna build, and you're gonna feel like this is amazing because some of us have never been part of a program like this ever. But this is your chance to glow up. So for you, Brian, I want to know exactly when you say put yourself first. What exactly does that mean? Wait, hold on. We gotta hold on.
So it took my mom getting cancer for me to realize that a lot of people depend on me. And I've been putting myself on the back end during her sickness, and my health is starting to fail. So I realized that, you know what, it's just like they say, when the plane's crashing, you got to put your mask on first. And I just come to that reality. I've got to do what I need to do to take care of myself so that I can do the things that I need. I don't know. It just, her getting sick just changed a lot for me. And, I've always put myself on the back for everybody. I've always taken care of everybody in the short term. And then when I need help, guess what? I can't get that help. So I've got to do me so that I can do what I need to do.
All right. So this is where we start to get explicit. This is where things start to have emotional implications, right? I want us to be comfortable with this. How explicit can I be with you, Brian?
Go ahead, man. We're here. Go ahead.
How does it make you feel? Because I heard some emotion, and maybe we all didn't pick it up, but I'm trained to hear what people are intending for by listening for that. And I would love for you to express that emotion because I felt it. When your mom was sick, when your mom got sick, there's something that happened to you. What was that? How did you feel?
It reminded me of.
Wait, hold on. How did you feel first?
It just made me angry. It made me angry because of things that I had put in place. All that was gone because I was helping other people. I've got a friend that he was going to college. His daughter was going to college. I was giving him $2,500 a month to help him put his daughter through NYU. He would pay me back every month.
Wait, hold on. Did Sunshine, did I hear what he said correctly? Can you repeat what he just said? Because I don't know if I'm mistaken this, y'all. Did y'all hear this in the chat? Hold on, I gotta go to the chat. What did he say?
2,500 is what he's given his friend to help his daughter go to college.
First of all, look, I'm gonna say this right here to you right now, King. I'm gonna stand up right now and I'm gonna clap it up and snap it up for you right here, right now. Because Brian, you are somebody amazing. You are somebody like to give someone else $2,500 so that they can put someone else. This is the type of people we got in the room, fellas. This is the type of people that we got in the room, ladies. This is the type of people that we have. But continue. I just want to give you some flowers on that for a minute. Go ahead.
Full transparency. He paid back every month. It was the timing with the NYU bill and his regular bills and his retirement, all that. He paid back every month. But I helped a lot of people like that. And then when I got to a point where I actually needed help because I was making good money traveling, but I wasn't there for my family. I missed my oldest son growing up, and I cut everything off. I took a regular job. I stopped consulting. I took a regular job and came home to be with my family. And now that I need help, I couldn't get that help. And then to see my mom sick, she got diagnosed with cancer. Thought it was gone, came back in 2 more spots. So we're still fighting through that. And then, it's just been a lot, and but it's going to be okay because I decided to put me first. So that's going to be fixed now. And that's
Okay.
why I'm here in this challenge.
Last thing. That what I'm looking to get you to do is tap into your emotion. That's what I'm looking to get you to do. There's a resistance there. And I understand, because as men, we just got that resistance. Like, hey, you don't cry. Hey, you be tough. It's just that thing. But when we do cry, we water ourselves. It's just like plants. And then when we water ourselves, we grow. Have you ever cried anybody and you grew from that situation? It may hurt. You may have had a headache. You probably had to go to sleep afterwards. But did you grow from that? So in this space, I'm not looking to make you cry, but I'm hearing the resistance of you holding back that. And I want you to truly be authentic to you, no matter where you go, no matter what the situation is. It doesn't mean overreact and it doesn't mean underreact, but be comfortable with your emotions, because that is what's driving your life. So what about it made you angry? What about this whole transformation that where you stopped everything that you were doing to be with the family, and now you were serving everyone and putting everyone into a position of power, but when you need the help, they're not there? What's making you angry about that?
I mean, I didn't do it to, expect anything in return. I did it out of love. So I thought that me having a need, I would get that out of love,
Hmm. And it doesn't work that way, right?
No.
How do you feel about that?
It definitely made me angry. It hurts.
Okay. I want y'all to see something. You have to heal from this before you can go further and build a great infrastructure with your business, because right now you have what we will call a shaky foundation. You can't build on top of a shaky foundation. You can, but eventually what happens? Let me know in the chat. Eventually what happens? You tell me, Brian, what happens eventually?
Bottom falls out.
All right. So that's why I want you to get the emotions out now. That's why I want you to get the feeling out now. You don't have to cry on camera or do anything like that. But I feel you and I hear it. It angers you and it pains you because you're just like so many of us. Sunshine, myself, we've all been those people. And that's a trait of being the best of the best. So can I have everybody see difficulty differently right now? Can I have everybody see difficulty differently? This is actually what's going to happen to you when you are great. This is what's going to happen to you. You ever get haters online or haters in your life when you're doing something? Well, this is what happens. Because when you're doing good, there's a equal force that is at play that will stop you. But it's not really to stop you. It's meant to help you have greater momentum. So everything that you're dealing with, don't let it bother you and burden you. Let it build you and let it be the thing in the source that allows you to go out there and motivate yourself, inspire yourself to do the thing that you said you wanted to do. So regardless of the help, see, the reason why they're not helping you because you could do it without their help. You've done it before. You could do it without their help. See, you just want their help. See, the day ones, you may not get rich with your day ones, but you can get rich with what? Put it in the chat. And we're talking about rich in love first. Because you can have all the money, but you have no love, you'll be miserable. You might not get rich with your day ones, but you can get it with your day twos. So for you, I want you to do this. I want you to push past your current capacity. Yeah, you have your mom, you got to take care of, but take care of your mom and take care of yourself. What that would do for you is push you to another level. That's the whole purpose. We pray to God. We say, God, help me out the situation. God, help me. God gives you a situation. And it's, be honest, the situation is not going to look ideal. It's going to look like a mess, but there's always a message within the mess. So we must find it. The message for you is you got to go higher. Everybody send some love in the chat for Brian. Brian, you were amazing. I thank you for showing up and coming up here and being vulnerable. We appreciate you 100%. What I want to do for Brian, get his Cash App. I'm going to send some lunch on Brian, some lunch on me to Brian. So Sunshine, could you get his Cash App, please? Brian, do you even have Cash App? Yeah, we're gonna send you some lunch because it's not easy being vulnerable. You're getting up here over 200 people on a call and you're building and sharing and being authentic. I appreciate you 100%, King.
Thank you all for listening. Love you all.
Love you too, brother. So, Sunshine, you don't have to be on the screen, but being that you're on the screen, I want you to just give one word really fast and then we'll move on.
So you know that one hit me personally And as you started speaking, I've been there. My mother, I call her my angel on earth, and she was diagnosed with cancer a few years ago. And I've been that person to prioritize everybody my entire life. And I've watched myself make everybody else great. Um, Greatness truly derives from me, but I never really poured it into myself. And when my mother was diagnosed with cancer, it knocked the wind out of me. I stopped speaking for a whole year. I had a whole husband laying right next to me in the bed, and I stopped talking to everybody. There was no communication. And I understand that pain you're talking about, because everything we do, when you have a big heart, it is done with love. And so the acknowledgement, and I was so glad that you actually stated that past the anger, what made you angry was the hurt, because I could love you in this manner to do all of this, but then it feels like I wasn't loved back in that same manner when I needed it the most. And it's crazy because we give so much that we're operating out of a state of depletion, because we're constantly pouring into everybody else. And when we need somebody just to pour a little bit into us, we look to our left and we look to our right, and there's nobody there. And that pain is excruciating, especially when you're already dealing with the pain of your mom being diagnosed with something like that. So when I tell you, I understand, like you spoke, it was just like, whew, you brought me back to a place, but I want you to know that it's already all right. It's already all right. And sometimes, no, 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 no. Every single time, okay? I want you to know that no tear is ever wasted, no good deed is ever wasted. And this is exactly why you have been aligned to where you have been aligned to, into a space like this where people can 100% relate with you and walk with you and guide you, because we got you. None of this is by mistake. Don't ever think that you was ever left alone in the process, because you wasn't. There's a higher being that has you. And sometimes we just have to go through that journey and just make sure that no matter what, we trust the process. The process led you right here, and it led you into this program that gave you these calls, that put you up here with Mindset Mogul and Sunshine. And I promise you, we got you. And so you don't have to do this by yourself no more, King. All right. The love is real and it's genuine. And I can honestly tell you with all my heart that I love you. I don't have to know you. I love you because I feel you. I can relate to you. The story is so identical. What? Yeah. So anytime, don't worry about even the, trust me, karma don't miss nobody. So it's coming. But the one thing about it is, I want you to think about the beautiful karma that you've created for yourself. So understand, whether it's good karma or bad karma, it's coming back. Your great karma is here. Got you, King.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love in the chat. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate you. Thank you, Sunshine. You can take yourself off the screen, Sunshine. You don't have to be on. I did speak to you in our pre-meeting and you said you weren't going to be on. So excuse me for calling you off.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Nah, take him off. Take it off. Take it off.
I've
I'm
already
taking you off
handled it.
regardless. I'm taking you off. They ain't gonna hit me later talking about, oh, you told me that. Yeah, yeah, you off the screen, you off the screen. All right, cool. So, let me know in the chat how many people lost somebody due to cancer. I know this is not October. Let's put some pink hearts in the chat. Put some pink hearts in the chat. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with cancer. I lost my mom. I lost two of my grandmoms to cancer. My mom, she had breast cancer at first. And then it developed into a collapsed lung. Then she had 13 brain tumors. To see my mom go from my best friend to, just this woman that I admired. And, my brothers and I, we walk in her footsteps, as well as my dad. And it's just sad to see how you could have everything and then you could also have nothing. How many of us had everything and then we lost it all? See, there's something fundamental that I learned though. In the process, if you grew up with nothing, you already have everything. If you lost someone, you lost some people in your life, you already have the person that you need. The person is you. See, I may have lost my best friend, but I found myself. See, this was the same person that told me not to make her sickness my weakness. She said, before she died, she said, never let my sickness become your weakness. So I never used to tell people what was going on with me. I never used to tell people my story, never used to share anything like that. And then I realized that my story wasn't my weakness. It soon became my strength. Your story is your strength. Just because you come from the same portal of life with individuals, it doesn't mean they have to build with you. It doesn't mean that they have to be the ones that you get rich with. It doesn't mean that they have to love you. You have to love you. Somebody put in the chat, I have to love me. See, the things that go on in your life may not be your fault, but the healing is your responsibility. So we must build and heal. But first, we got to heal and do that inner work. Can we bring up the next person, please? Once again, put those heart emojis, the pink heart emojis in the chat for anybody who we may lost to cancer or who's been dealing with it. It's something that we definitely have to overcome for sure. And we got to eat better. We got to do better, y'all. I'll be honest with you. We got to eat better. We got to do better. We got to live better, think better. This is about being better. Who do we got on the screen, Sunshine? Who's this? Who's coming up?
Queen Eleonora.
Eleonora.
My mother's middle name. Look at that.
Synchronicities. What's up, Eleonora? How you doing today?
Good morning. Good morning. I am blessed and highly favored. That's what I'm going to say. And Miss Sunshine, I was named after my grandmother. I'm my grandmother's namesake.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, coming off of Brian, my story is a little different. My mother and I were best friends growing up. 2024 was tumultuous for me. A lot of stress. So much stress that my hair was coming out, I was losing weight, then I was stress eating, I was gaining weight. Marriage was in shambles, still in shambles. And so for me, my story is totally different. In 2024, I already knew that I needed a reset. A huge trip was already planned with girlfriends for Bali, and I needed Bali for a spiritual reset for myself. I found what I needed in Bali, and when I got back, I was able to say no. That's always been my problem, in that I can never say no to my family, to my mother, to my husband. It was always whatever anybody else wanted. So much so that my mother was going through something last year with her house, with renovations. She was at her home almost a year. And because she needed me to take on that responsibility and take the lead in getting those renovations done on the house, I said yes. It got to the point where it was so much that it was affecting my home life, my work life. Eventually, I lost my job behind trying to help and deal with her, with that stress, the marital stress, the work stress. It was a lot. And, having found my spiritual reconnection and being able to listen to the Holy Spirit and hear what he's been saying, and not only hear what he's telling me, but adhere to what he's been telling and guiding me to do. I actually started putting those things in actions, and it's led me to where I am today with moving forward with my businesses and stepping out on faith, and just moving forward and putting myself first. And with all of that, I also know that I've been, God told me years ago, my marriage is not where I'm supposed to be. So at this point, again, I'm listening to the Holy Spirit. I'm making moves. This business is my first. I've got to put myself on financial stable grounds, because I've never been a woman to let a man have a financial hold over me. I'm not going to be that woman to let a man have a financial hold over me. So I got to make my 2 commas, 2 comma crew, that's where I am. And
Okay, hold on. I want to guide you. So, and this goes for everybody. I want to guide you. So first of all, I want to send you a lot of love, because I know dealing with a lot, brings a lot of stress, anxiety, like you said, hair falling out, a lot of things taking place. And it's a lot of things you probably didn't tell us that was going on also that's played this role, right? Um, I want you now to look at everything and tell us, what are you giving yourself permission to do? So everything that you've dealt with in the past, how are you overcoming this right now? What are you giving yourself permission to do moving forward?
I'm giving myself permission to succeed.
And I want you to go in depth, right? Like, so when you say give yourself permission to succeed, success is just an intention fulfilled. You can just say, I want to tie my shoelace, and you can tie it. That's success. I want you to be intentional about it.
So I'm giving myself permission to grow, to expand, to have a business, to be my own self, to be my own person again, to find and know myself again.
Okay. Take the framework down, write this down for yourself. This goes for everybody. And
Mhm.
even when Sunshine was up here talking to Brian, she was talking to everybody, right? Even when I'm talking to Brian, I'm talking to everybody. It's all for us. It's all I'm talking to myself too. It's all for us. Assess, assign, align. I want
Mhm.
you to assess what's workable in your life.
Mhm.
Keep that. Keep
Mhm.
those things. Expand on it,
Mhm.
right? But things that aren't workable, I want you to get rid of it, no matter how attached you are to it.
I'm already
Family,
doing that,
friends,
Don. Doing
absolutely.
that.
So
I've already made
now,
the decision to walk away from my home. I
good.
need a separation. I need my divorce. I'm leaving my home. I don't care. I can rebuild. I
I
can.
want you to keep, look. I'm loving that. It's just, it's there's an order, right? There's an order in which we do things. Everybody agree? There's an order. There's like a sequence to things. If something is out of sequence, it changes the result, right? Make sense? Like if you're cooking and you got ingredients and recipes and you do it out of order, you're making a cake, but you put the batter and all that stuff. Something could go wrong if you miss up the order, right? The sequence.
Mhm.
I'm saying this to you so you can follow a sequence. So that way it can become better for you, because sometimes we have great intentions about doing such a thing, but we're not following a certain sequence. So for example, we might, oh yeah, I'm gonna get out and be on my own and forget my house because my parents acting crazy, and then we rush to leave and get out the house, and now we're in a worse place. And now we got to start all the way from the bottom and build up. So what I'm saying is assess, assign, align. Put assess, assign, align in the chat. So this is a framework, and I love the fact that you're already doing it. This is powerful for you. So when you start seeing what's not workable, yeah, you get rid of that stuff. Now you need an assignment. See,
Mhm.
people say, "What's my purpose in life?" Who here knows their purpose? Put a zero in the chat if you know your purpose. I mean, put a zero in the chat if you put a zero in the chat if you don't know your purpose. Put a one in the chat if you do know your purpose. Put it in the chat. Let me see. Let me see. Watch. Watch. I'm gonna see so many zeros. I see a lot of ones. I'm gonna
One.
see.
One.
So good, good. That's good for you. We create our purpose,
Yeah.
right? So if you don't know your purpose, you must create the purpose.
Yeah.
So that's why you assess, assign, align. So what assignment are you giving yourself? I want you to write that down. Right? You know it. I want you to write it down. And
Mm-hmm.
then this is the final piece, because most of us don't do this enough. We're not consistent. Like, let's be real here. Put it in the chat. Put a zero in the chat if you know consistency is an issue for you. Put a zero in the chat. Put a one in the chat. You know you've been consistent. You've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So the alignment part is dope. The assignment part is even greater. And then the the understanding how to bring it all together, right? With that alignment, it's we must stay consistent in that space. Discipline and consistency. You must have accountability.
Yeah.
Some of us are very consistent at being inconsistent, but that's where we fall short. We may have all other accolades, we may have all other things, but we fall short in the realm of consistency. Cool. So for you going forward, what does your higher self look like?
Successful business owner, creating that legacy for my children that is my main and top priority goal at the moment. And so, um, and being that legacy breaker and builder for my family,
Okay.
that
All right.
generation well, of
I
which,
like that.
yeah. So let me just say, I know because I saw in the chat, they was like, what did she say? Yeah, I said I'm walking away from my home, but I ain't stupid and I ain't crazy. I know that there's value in it, and it's always been for my children. So I've already put things in motion, in place to protect that for my children. I've already done A legacy trust for the children. I've got my holding company, I've got my LLCs, and everything is rolled into there. The house is being rolled into that trust, and the children are the successor trustees, not the beneficiaries, but the successor trustees of that trust. So I'm not crazy, y'all, but I'm walking away because I need my separation, and I know that he's not going to go anywhere. I'm walking away, but that house is for our children, and it's in that trust for my kids. But I'm stepping away.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Everybody send some love in the chat for Eleanor. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you. Thank you for sharing and being authentic. I want you to continue to be in the 5 days and make sure that you are doing the assignments, right? So literally come back to us tomorrow and I want you to tell us exactly what you put down on that paper. All right, after you give us some true thoughts, sitting down without any distractions by yourself with your own thoughts, and then let us know. Cool?
All right, I can do
All
that.
right. Everybody send some love. Eleanor, thank you. Appreciate you, got us. Last one, last one. And look, throughout the week, we'll get more hands and we'll have a speedier version, right? We'll do 30 seconds or less. So that way we get more hands. Today, more just getting you warmed up so that way you can feel comfortable and you can see that this is all about a safe space. It's all about us building. So far, are we safe or are we getting scared? Let me know. This is the key when it comes to relationships. You got a significant other, and I know a lot of talk is not on this side when it comes to men, but men want to feel safe. Everybody wants safety in a relationship. But one thing we must realize that every relationship is temporary. Don't get caught up in a false illusion, the false reality that you have a lifetime with people. You don't. And this is one of the things that breaks relationships down because we take for granted the people that we do have without understanding that all of this is temporary. Let's bring one more hand up. Let me ask y'all a question in the chat while we're getting that hand. Do y'all want the guided meditation today or tomorrow? We could do it on Thursday too. But I'm saying I'm going to give you 2 days of the guided meditation. But do y'all want the guided meditation today or tomorrow? Sunshine, you're gonna let me know what the tally says. Because if we wanted tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is continue taking these hands. And then I'll just do one quick thing on a whiteboard, just real quick, 5 minutes, and then that's it. Y'all let me know though. Y'all get to choose. But who's the other hand that we got coming up?
We got Queen Nita coming up. Come talk to us, love. Go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Sean, I'm glad to be here. I'm just praised to be here. I'm enjoying myself, getting a lot of knowledge going through. My story is a little different, and not to tell my age, but I've always been that go-getter in my family. If you see me, I'm kind of small compared to the rest of my family. I'm the small one, but I'm the one that everything seemed to fall on my back because I'm the oldest. And when I say that everything falls on me, for years, my parents were sharecroppers. We traveled. We were migrants. We called from one state to the next, following the produce season. And with that in mind, I felt being the oldest, and I had all brothers that were under me. I just felt like I had to do everything. I had to keep them straight. I had to do what needed to be done. And about almost 20 years ago, I got into a moment and I said, you know what? I want to start a business. I started a business because I have a talent. I really have a talent. And I started this business, but I couldn't focus on that because, as you know, it takes time to focus on that. It takes time to grow that and grow that. But I had the family life to see about getting straight. So I started working for the company, and I was there for over 30 years. I was in that company for 30 years, working, head down, grinding, doing what I needed to do, and just piddling at my business. And then my husband got sick about 6 years ago. I lost my husband, and then my world went into blackout. And when I went into blackout, it's like I couldn't function. I was on autopilot. And it took me, after my husband passing, 4 years to come out of that blackout where I could achieve something for myself. And as I walked out, I was like, whoa, I'm this old. I don't want to tell my age. I'm this old, and my baby is 42 years old. So I'm like, I'm this old, and I haven't really, to myself, felt like I accomplished anything. But I sit back and I look at the things that I've done and what I've done for everybody else. I put my daughter's son through college. I started my other brother. I started each one of them in their business, but I hadn't done anything for myself. And that was just with me working in the corporate world, just pushing and working. And so in the last 2 years, I've said, you know what? I've got to do something for me. And then I jumped in with hands and feet, and I've been on autopilot trying to make things go using my own funding and succeeding slowly, but not getting ahead because I don't have enough knowledge behind me to make it work the way I need it to work. And that's kind of my story. So I know it's not one of those heartfelt stories, but that is my story. That is where I came from, and I'm not diminishing the pain that everybody else feels, because trust me, there was pain, but my motivation is different because, you know, I have helped so many people on the way, and now it's time for me to help myself. And being in here in this group has given me the courage to do that, because just recently, just today, I had to tell my sister, no, I got things for me. I got to take care of me right now. You go do you, because you know what? You had one child, I had 5, and I helped you get yours through college. But you know, like I said, when I came out of that darkness, my car broke down, and I had given most of my financing, helping them do what they need to do, and there was nobody to help me. And that's one of the things that came out. Without making this story kind of long, you know, I came out of my darkness, and I was like, you know what? There's nobody to help me. My husband's gone, and I'm here struggling by myself, and I don't have anybody I can lean on. So, and it took me 2 years from there to now to understand that I really need to spend some time and put some stuff into me to make me better.
Okay, so I want to say this to you. I want to say I'm sending you a lot of love, number one. You have gone through a lot. And I want to say this to everyone. And I'm speaking to you right now, Nita, but I want to say this to everyone. It's not a comparison between pain, between your situation and somebody else's. It's not any of that. It's not about if it measures up to it being emotional. So the idea is this. When I ask you all, what are you giving yourself permission to do? It already tells the story for you. So a lot of times what we do is we get caught up in the story. So, and it happened, Brian came up, and we usually do this for the very first person. But then the next person comes up, Eleonora, and then you come up and y'all follow the same pattern, right? I don't want you to follow that. I want you to listen to the direction of it. What are you giving yourself permission to do? That is where the emotion is evoked. That is where it happens. So you would feel more like it was heartfelt if it was there, but it was a good teaching moment, because this is what everyone's doing. Mostly everyone. Mostly everyone is being too attached to the story. You're too attached to the story. You're too attached to what you used to do. You're too attached to the fact that this is a family member and they should be helping you. You're too attached to the idea of all the things you sacrifice. You're too attached to it. Let me know in the chat if I'm making this up right now. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if I'm making this stuff up. But this was a good teaching moment. So I'm happy. That's why I just let it play out. But in the back of my mind, I'm really like, man, it's my fault. I got to get better direction when y'all come on. Because like the whole idea is to get you to evoke your emotion, because the emotion is what's allowing you to do the things that you're already doing. But when you come up and you share the story, you kind of stay stuck in the story. But what I love about it is that it becomes a teaching moment. So now the idea is going forward, right? Going forward, make sure we come up 30 seconds or less. The first person, maybe second person who comes up, yeah, they might get a little more time because we reward those people for, you know, being the first person. But for you, Nita, what I want you to do is I want you to do the same thing. It doesn't matter your age, where you're at. because it matters about the experience that you put into your ages, that you put into your years. So you have a lot of experience. You have tons of wisdom. I want you to see that. And if you already see it, now it's time to show it. So I need you to connect with some other people in here. I need you to build, because once again, the running theme is going to be that we're all coming from families where we're the best of the best. That's why I say it when I get on. You're the best of the best, top of the top, cream of the crop. And I mean it. You're going to be the person that helps everybody and nobody helps you. That's what you are going to be. Let me know in the chat if y'all relate to this. Put a 0 if you don't, put a 1 if you do. You are most likely going to be the person that is in your family who goes above and beyond for everyone else, and you don't get the same in return. So it makes sense why me, a person like me, would go, where is the problem? The problem is we're so attached to this story of family, when family just means people that you care about. So if I can just care about people, wait a minute, wait, hold on. So you mean my wife wasn't my family at some point, but now I care about her, so she is my wait a minute. Okay, so you can create your family. Somebody put in the chat, created family. Somebody put, and I don't want to hold you hostage on the screen either, because it's going to seem like I'm talking directly to you, and I'm getting passionate right now.
Trust me, I understand.
We're going to take you off. But everybody send some love in the chat. We're going to take you off real quick. So the idea is you have to create your family. This is not a new thing. It's just that when we think about creating a family, we think about having children and getting burdens. No disrespect. I'm not going to say it, but y'all know. Parents don't want to say it out loud, but your kids ain't on today. You can go ahead and say, sometimes parenting is a little burden. All right. It is what it is. Doesn't mean you love your children any less. You love them more. But the point that I'm saying is that you were meant to go out and create your family. That's the purpose of it. We get confused and we think we meant to go create a lover and then go have sex with this person, have a child, and then now we got to be in this situation that we just really don't like, but we tolerate it for years, and then 20 years later we come crashing down anyway. Let's stop the madness. Let's stop the madness. Let's stop it. You might not get rich with your day ones. In fact, it's less likely. Me and my brothers, we got rich together, but we got family members who don't get rich with us. So we are an anomaly, but you can be an anomaly also. See, the thing is it's not about convincing your family and friends to support you. I had somebody text me yesterday. He said, I don't know. I don't like these fair weather friends where they want me to support them, but they don't support me. And it's like, let's stop looking to do things for others because we could get a return out of it. Do it for you. Do it because you want to see it. Do it because it makes you feel good. Don't do it because you think you're going to get something out of it, because that's called expectations. Anytime we have expectations, let me know if I'm preaching to myself right now. Anytime we have expectations, what happens? We have expectations, usually expectations are put on somebody else. What happens? We get disappointment, because expectations are not meant to be on somebody else. Expectations are meant to be on you. So how real and explicit can I be with all of us right now? How real? Let me know if I could be explicit in the chat. Put explicit in the chat if I can be real. Because I'm about to say something, I don't want to offend you, so I ask for consent first. That's a key. So before y'all be walking in that room, get ready to tell your significant person off, look, ask for consent first. That's the key to it. Ask for consent. Don't just kicking down the door. Hey, I'm in here now. You do X, Y, Z. Nah, don't do that. Okay, ease it on down. Ease it on down. You gotta be a wizard with this. Yellow brick road. Ease it on down. Okay, so here's the idea. You gotta have better expectations for you. What do you expect out of you? Are you living up to your expectations? I can almost guarantee the same people that say, oh man, look, people are not helping me the way I'll help them. Are you helping you the way you should be helping you? Uh-oh, he's yelling. I'm about to get up. Look, kick me off the Zoom right now, Sunshine. Kick me off the Zoom. If I'm going crazy, kick me off the Zoom, y'all. Look, y'all let me know. Y'all can leave the room right now. Are you doing what you need to do for you? The answer most likely ain't gonna be no. You ain't gonna want to admit it. You're gonna be like, yeah, I am doing the most. But ask yourself honestly, the same help that you're looking for them to give to you, are you giving it to you? That's why I just let everybody talk when it came up here, because I seen it. When it came up, I seen it. And this is not a not. If we say we could be real with each other, let me be real with y'all. because they're blind spots that we can't see that's holding us back. See, because you have what you have because you are who you are and the things that you do know, but you're not where you want to be because of the things that you don't know. Same with me. This is why I get teachers. This is why I pay for mentorship. It's why I pay for learning. It's why I pay for systems. I pay for people to come into the business and help me grow. That's what we're all here for. God sprinkled a little bit of talents in you. God sprinkled a little bit of talents in me. Let's go out and put them together, and then bam, we create magic. That's what it is. But you can't complain about the results you didn't get from the work that you did not do. Make sense? So I get it. I totally get it. That's why we're here. So once again, I know you're the best of the best. I know you're the top of the top. I know everybody calls on you. I know you go above and beyond. I know you help people as much as you can. I know when you get a little bit of extra money that's on the side, you give it right away to somebody else. I know. That's why I got all of you here. I got all of you here. Took the best of the best from each and every one of you, put you all here. That way you could find the person that you need to help you. That's the purpose. So when I say raise your virtual hand and you come up and you share 30 seconds or less, because that's going to make you sharper. It's going to make you clearer and concise. When you come up and you just sharing a story, that's, all you're going to really come across as is somebody that's just like the other people that's in their life, just sharing a bunch of stuff to them, word vomiting. You got to become different. And the way to become different is losing your attachment to your story, stepping into your 7-figure earning potential, understanding your story will give you your glory, but you got to find the gift. What is your gift? So the homework for everybody today is this. Whatever you've given yourself permission to do, write that down. Write it down. Everybody should be writing this down. There's no reason why you should be on this call not taking notes right now. Write this down. What are you giving yourself permission to do? And then this is a task for everybody. Go inside of your contacts, text the most 10 recent people that you've been texting. Ask them this question. Say, hey, what is it that comes to me easily and effortlessly that may come harder to others? And here's a little caveat on it. You'll say, what type of business do you think I would be good at? And let them tell you your gifts, because your gifts will give you your goal. When you come back here, I want you to be 30 seconds or less. You're going to share how you feel. You're going to share the result. You're going to speak about it. I'm going to show you how to build, how to create wealth utilizing debt, right? I'm going to show you this on Wednesday, tomorrow. Tonight, you're going to have class tonight. So you're going to learn a lot tonight. But I want you to understand, nothing works without you having accountability for you. Showing up and doing the thing you want to do. I do want to take some hands. Let me shout some people out. Khadijah. Is it Khadijah or Khadijah? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Who else is in there? Who else is in there? Shay, is it Shay? Shay Smith? All right, cool. Wait, I'm 2 for 2 today, or am I 1 for 2? Like, let me know, Khadijah. Let me know. All right, Khadijah or Khadijah? Khadijah. Khadijah. She like that, the other way, the other way. All right, cool, cool. I got you. We're gonna bring you up tomorrow too. Sharice, I know that Sharice. I ain't messing that one up. All right, cool, cool, cool. Nicola. All right, good. Who else? Pam. I ain't messed that one up. Crystal, cool. Is it Brazai? I messed that one up for sure. Forget about it. I done messed it up already. Did I mess it up? Did I mess it up? Let me know if I messed it up. Who else is on? Emmanuel, Nikki, Emily, Tony. Oh, is it Tonji? Tanji. It's probably Tanji. Miss Shepherd. Georgina. Okay, there we go. I'm seeing some people here. I got some of them right. Look, I got 8 out of 10. Okay, I'm working on it. So the idea is when you come back tomorrow, make sure y'all be the first ones that raise your hand. We want to get to you. We'll do the guided meditation tomorrow. We'll build. We'll grow. Once again, that homework is write down your what are you giving yourself permission to do, and then go into your contacts, text 10 most recent people, ask them what comes to me easily and effortlessly that may come harder to others. And then add this, what type of business do you think I would be good at? And I want you to get those results, pick something up from that. Do that now, like start doing that now as soon as we get off the call. I will be doing another live, so we can probably take some more hands later on. We can just get on the live later if y'all want to get on the live. Sunshine, put the Instagram link in the chat. We'll just do a live, get to some of those hands if we can. Put Instagram link in the chat, probably at 1 o'clock. Or yeah, probably like 1 o'clock, we'll do a live so you can still get to those hands. because it's over 200 people. There's no way we're gonna get to everybody. So you probably gotta do some of those lives. But I want y'all to go into the Telegram. I want y'all to tell Joy how impactful this is, how impactful her 5-day program is so far. And it's only been day 2, right? It's only day 2, and we didn't even get through day 2. So we still got a lot going on. We're still jam-packed. I want you to know you're the best of the best, top of the top, cream of the crop. Everybody come off of mute. Let's send the request, have everybody come off of mute. We're back on tomorrow, 10 a.m. We're back on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Everybody come over mute, snap it up and clap it up for yourself. Go out there and be powerful. Once again, you are the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop. Let's have everybody unmute. Here we go. Hold on. I got y'all. I'm gonna have all of y'all come off of mute right now. There we go. Make some noise for yourself. Make some noise.
So much you guys did the meditation very nicely.
Yes.
Inspired.
Rock this world.
Thank you, thank you. Blessings.
Very much
Thank
needed.
you.
Thank you, King.
Clarity.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you,
go.
King.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Exaltation.
So much. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Touching, considerate, emotional.
Take care.
Thank you, Seven.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome.
Hallelujah.
You.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.